2025 just got a heck of a lot hotter. What am I talking about? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing us a brand new video. Today we have a huge announcement, a huge update from Buffalo Trace Distillery. We just got the announcement from them about the entire BTAC lineup for 2025, and this year it gets a little bit hotter. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys drop that like, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below on what of the BTAC lineups you have, what have you tried, and what are you most excited for? Now, I know a lot of you guys might not have ever had any, and if you are more excited for one, let me know what that is down in the comments below. I've been fortunate enough to be able to acquire a couple of BTACs through lotteries and things like that, so I highly encourage you to go to your local stores, get into lottery systems and things like that to get your chances to win some of these bottles that are very highly elusive to a lot of us. Yes, some people spend secondary money on these bottles, and it is very expensive. I do not recommend doing that whatsoever. But 2025, we've got the entire BTAC lineup, and we have an additional bottle added this year, and that is the E.H. Taylor. Now, it's not this bottle right here. No, this is just the regular E.H. Taylor bottled and bond. But what we are getting is an E.H. Taylor bottled and bond coming in at 15 years old in the BTAC lineup. So let's just go through the entire lineup here. This year's release details are the George T Stagg, distilled in spring 2010, with a proof of 142.8. We have not had a Hazmat George T Stagg in many years, and this is coming in at that high proof. The highest one that I have is actually a store pick of Stagg Jr. at 142.8. So this is my go-to BTAC bottle this year that I'm going to be hunting and trying to get my hands on. So this has an evaporation loss of 63%, which means that 63% of the bourbon inside of those barrels when it went into the barrel in 2010 was completely gone. Aged 15 years and 4 months. The William Laure Weller, this is the wheated bourbon, the one that everybody loves. The secondary value on this bottle is astronomical and through the roof. It's the same mash bill as Pappy Van Winkle, so it's barrel-proof Pappy. It's the same thing as the Weller Antique 107, 12-year, blah, things along those lines. This was distilled in January or December 2010. January 2011, and January 2013. So it's a nice little blend with a proof point of 129. So it's a really nice proof. I think it's a little bit higher than last year's proof point. Evaporation loss of 55%. So 55% of the juice was lost in this aging process. And it's got a nice age statement of 12 years and 7 months. So it's a little bit younger than the Pappy 15. So when you think about Pappy 15 at 107 proof, this is coming in at 129 proof and 12 years, 7 months. So it's a really nice age, really nice proof point for a very delicious wheated bourbon. Now, the one that everybody is excited over, the one that everybody is talking about is the brand new E.H. Taylor. Now, what are most people talking about with the E.H. Taylor? Is it the exact same thing as the Eagle Rare 17? And no, it is not. So what this is, it was distilled in spring 2010. It's got a proof point of 100. It is bottled in bond. It's got an evaporation loss of 62%. So it's got a really big evaporation loss. And then it's got an age statement of 15 years and 4 months. So it's a really nice age statement. It's not up to that 17-year age statement that Eagle Rare 17 is typically at, but it's about double what regular E.H. Taylor bottled and bond is small batch. So really nice age statement. This is one that a lot of people are going to be looking for, only because it's the brand new addition in the BTAC lineup, one that they haven't added, and I believe 16 or 17 years in the 25 year lifespan that BTAC has been here. This year's Eagle Rare 17. This is going to be distilled in the spring of 2007. It's got a proof point, as always, of 101 proof. Evaporation loss of a whopping 89%. So they only got 11% of the bourbon that they distilled in 2007 this year for these bottles. So this was an age statement of 18 years and 4 months. So it's a little bit older than 17 years. They do this every so often. Not last year, but 2 years ago, we hit that 19-year age statement for Eagle Rare. This year, we're hitting 18 years, and that's pretty darn old for a bourbon. 89% loss is absolutely insane to me, and I just can't believe it. Now, we're looking at the 2 Rye's. Sazerac 18, distilled in spring 2006 and 2007 with a proof point of 90. So it's the lowest proof in the BTAC lineup with an evaporation loss of 77%. Really nice evaporation loss, and they're 18 years and 5 months. So a little bit older than 18 years, but not hitting that 19-year age statement, which I think we hit last year in this. I could be wrong on that. And then finally, my favorite out of the 2 Ryes for the BTAC lineup is the Thomas H. Handy. As you guys see, I've got the 2023 up there. Distilled spring 2018 and 19. This is a young rye whiskey coming in at 6 years and 3 months. Most of the time, this is only 5 years and some amount of months. So we're hitting that 6-year age statement, which I really enjoy. Proof point of 129.8 with an evaporation loss of 31%. So we didn't lose a lot in the Thomas H. Handy, but we still lost a decent amount of that whiskey. Now, for me, like I said, the George T Stagg is the one that I am super, super excited for. Hazmat George T Stagg. This is the one that I'm going to be hunting like you wouldn't believe. George T Stagg is the barrel-proof, high-age-stated mash bill #1. When you look at this bottle here, let me get to more stats that I found about it, because a lot of people are saying that it's the same thing as Eagle Rare or of the E.H. Taylor, but it is completely different. They went into this bottle here thinking and knowing that this was going to be completely different than the George T Stagg and the Eagle Rare. So with the E.H. Taylor and the George T Stagg, it's completely different grains. George T Stagg uses Minnesota rye, whereas the E.H. Taylor is using plump rye. George T Stagg is using North Dakota malted barley, whereas the E.H. Taylor is using Distiller's malted barley. The fermentation, the George T Stagg, from what I've known each time they do it, is carbon steel and iron, whereas the fermentation process for the E.H. Taylor is only stainless steel. Is this chill filtered? No. Is the E.H. Taylor? Yes, it is chill filtered. And then this is obviously going to be barrel proof. And then to be bottled in bond, this has to be at 100 proof. So you've got complete different grains going into these. That's why it's a little bit different flavor profile. It's still a low rye mash. So that's how they can talk about it in these 2 different styles and talk about the low mash bill #1 versus #2. Nonetheless, George T Stagg is my #1. My #2 is always going to be Eagle Rare 17. Absolutely incredible pour for the price, for the proof, for the age. Incredible bottle. #3, William Laure Weller. And then #4, if for some reason it comes across my way and I can get a bottle of it in a raffle, or I walk across it in a store and they don't know what they have, I will probably pick up the E.H. Taylor Bottled in Bond BTAC. But to end this video off, let's have a sip of the George T Stagg from 2024, 136.1 proof. Cheers. Oh man, I love George T Stagg so much. Have a great day, everybody.